What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Game Channel. I'm AJ Gills. Guys, we are back with Pyre. At dawn, your companions are prepared to depart. Everyone is silent. Your travels are to take you back to the Ridge of Gaul, but soon after the stars shall draw you here again. My plan for today is finish up the news. I'm probably gonna put this video up after the thing that I'm currently uploading is up, which I think is the last part of episode 2 of Batman. What the hell are you? That's going up right now. After that, put up this video as well as the second part of the news show, and then for the rest of the day, just record this and try and finish this game up and get it off my schedule. I also need to be trying to upload Shadow of Mordor and finish up that before Tuesday. You can hear the angry hissing coming from Udmilde all the way from your position. Ye thinks mayhaps the skies belong to you. Foolish. The skies and everything above them and below belong to the astral born. Ye shall be smitten from his skies on his awakening. Now be gone. I hope you enjoy my reading in my fancy voices. Alright, let's see. Pamitha expressed an interest. Okay. We got a hollow route. Volfred suggests this may be a faster route, leaving you. Let's see what Pamitha wants. I want to see. I remember I picked up something for Volfred. Oh, jeez. I only have 4 guys left. Right, because last video we got Jadariel her freedom. I swear, I remember these things. I'm just... right. And basically lets him go faster. And be a useful character now. In spite of having checked earlier, you realize the black wagon suffered some damage to one of its wheels. Pamitha is already working on repairs, but not having much luck. I'll never get why you Commonwealth plebs like traveling on wheels. Hours later, the wheel is fit for travel again, although fixing it seemed to take a toll on her. -1 hope for the next ride. Well, shit. Pamitha is staring out the window as you approach. I miss flying, reader, darling. Take it from me. It feels as good as you'd expect. It's not enough for those Commonwealth brutes to cast us down here. If they can get their fingers on us, they make sure we can never fly again as we once did. All while calling it an act of mercy. Let me ask you something, You've learned a thing or two. What have your studies taught you of my kind? Let's say we share a common ancestor. You understand that long ago there was only one tribe. They flew together and conquered the known world, but some of their descendants were born different. These wingless ones had little choice but tend the land with their hands of flesh. Over time, the wingless were disavowed, abandoned. It was said that they were born under dark skies. In time, they formed the Empire, and they fought back. Not all the winged and wingless were at odds, and famous harps such as Saint Trista Tethys proved kinship could be possible. Nonetheless, old hatreds are not easily assuaged. I think it's assuaged, but I could be totally wrong. This is fairly accurate to our account of things. So in a manner, you yourself are a brother to me. My kind certainly aren't known for their good sense of humor, I can tell you that. My little tongue got me into no small amount of difficulty till I learned to keep it well under control. The mountains I come from, the views there certainly are something, but there's a bleakness to it too. Being surrounded only by those consumed by their desire to avenge. We're very proud like that. Everybody vying to be the strongest, to kill the most of you, that way. We might just get a shot with the prince. Continue the line, if he even exists. Imagine that being the best case scenario, darling. She shakes her head. Anyway, I was just thinking, I rather enjoy the traveling we've done. The change of scenery does me some good. Perhaps I'll stick to wandering after all of this. In fact, I have a fancy for some wandering right now, if you'll excuse me. She heads out the wagon into the lush overgrowth of downside prairie. Continue our journey. I have no idea who we're competing against. I cannot remember. Oh, okay. Looks like we're the Fate. Good old Dalbert. I like that name, Dalbert. Let's get on with the rite. By now, having to make preparations for the rites has become second nature to your companions. They go about the process efficiently, and this time in almost total silence. You cannot shake the sense that the routine shall not go on much longer. Walford approaches and confirms to you that the Nightwing sigil is set, everyone has their book and raiments, and the grounds are ready. Everything should be in order. This long ordeal of ours, one way or another, it shall soon be it shall soon be ended. Reader, the coming days are going to be difficult. No matter what should happen from this point, I am grateful to have had you by our side in all of this. It is strange to put it this way, but I feel very fortunate. You and Walford stand together in silence for a time, looking for the stars above to show some indication that the rite is to commence. It is taking too long. Concern begins to well up in you, but then... And again, I'm not gonna use any of the Titan stars, just because I'm too much of a weenie.
Reader, it seems the stars once more have mustered wherewithal to usher in the rites. The sky grows dimmer by the day. An age is ending. Surely you must know by now that you shall never all be free. Yet still you struggle to fulfill some senseless plan. But I digress, of course. Some of us still honor the tradition. Some of us hold dear the teachings of the scribes.
The pyres on each side are burning bright. From across the field you observe the leader of the Fate approach and remove his mask. Our noble adversaries have arrived at last to put an end to our vain attempts to return unto our homes. Then stand ready, my good son, and let the scribes watch over us. Let the scribes do as they please, father. They have shown us little favor in all of this. I fight only for you. Alright, so they have an imp.
Go on, then.
Alright. Fine, we'll take you on with our own imp.
Tizo.
What's hope again? It's 8.3 seconds. And 2 point... What's his hope? 7. Hers is... 10. Okay.
Wolfred.
And we'll also bring out Pamitha.
It is done.
So this may be the last time we run into the Fate. We'll just have to give them something to remember us by. Are you prepared, my son, for what this means? Yes, father. I knew this night might come, and I have been waiting for it.
Now then, now begin. A favorable start. A stifled effort. Absolution. You have it.
Damn it.
Seize the orb. Audacious, aren't we?
Damn it! Oh, crap.
Unfortunate result. A crushing blow against your Pyre.
Yeah, I always forget about their massive dive skill. Oh!
Glory!
Well done, O Nightwings. My poor Almer. You did nothing to deserve this. You have the family's courage and the family's grace. I but lack the family's strength, or the strength to tell you so. Courage, Almer. The scribes are watching over us, and we shall be united with them always, them and one another.
Shall it be mine?
Damn it, I thought I got that blink off fast enough. Nope, I'm gonna get hit.
The flame is stricken.
Oh, crap.
There goes the heart. That bolt that plunged into the flame. The rite is nearly ended.
Ah, I was close. Crap.
Struggle all you like, reader. The fires wane.
I made a lot of mistakes in this one. Oh, balls. Get out, Tizo. Damn it!
Unfortunate.
I like its face.
And it is done.
I was trying to get too fancy with it.
Wings prevailed somehow.
God, I love Tizo's face. Oh, look at him. He's so freaking cute. His little teeth. And
Is done.
Tizo is pleased to have prevailed, though he wishes that the Fate find their peace. Well done, Nightwings. As for the Fate, though they fought us fiercely many times, I doubt that it shall be enough. May they find mercy in this land. I guess that's that. The Fate. They won't have much of any chance of getting out of here anymore, will they? We are defeated, noble Nightwings. Though please, you must excuse us, for my son, he has no manners, and has chosen to depart. Farewell.
The rites do tend to teach something of trust.
A hidden power, a terrible, unbridled fury seems to awaken within Tizo. All in all, he seems very enthusiastic about it. If banished, Tizo drops a moon sign, allies. It's okay. I think safe return.
To Ha'ub the Swallow, within the exiled Pamitha awakens now the spirit of the sea.
I used to soar above the mountains with the high-wing remnants, and we would see the Commonwealth shining down on the horizon. It enraged us, the mere sight of it. I can fly free no longer, yet that anger, I don't feel it anymore. See here, after saluting her, switches place with her. Okay. For 5 seconds after banishing, Pamitha moves 30%. Ooh.
Praise be to Saint Triesta. I I eagerly await our next such outing.
Volfred's really not getting stronger that fast, is he? Or that quick. That sentence made no sense, but I don't have the energy right now to correct it. So, we're going with what I just said. Inside the wagon, after thwarting the fate, Volfred is discussing aspects of the outcome with the others when the lone minstrel seeks you out. Pardon the interruption, reader. Though I need to ask a moment of your time while the night is clearing enough for you to see. Please come have a look outside. Perhaps the news of your next destination may further stir the hearts of your companions. Among what stars yet remain shining in the night, one of them now burns as bright as ever. Words. The cycle turns even more quickly now, until such time as it shall shudder to a halt. He makes a sound, then almost like a laugh. I forget myself, reader. I should not say such things. The scribes, they would say that one ought focus on the path in front of him. When we set forth to walk a long and labored path, it can be all too much if we stand back and look upon it as a whole. We may well decide to turn around. But if we begin to walk whilst casting down our gaze and whilst resisting the urge to look too far ahead, we may make steady, careful progress. Soon enough, we may arrive where we endeavored. The lone minstrel bids you a good evening. You had best retire for the night, for when the daylight comes, it shall be time again to take to the skies. Your wagon reels from the impact of some sort of massive object slamming into it mid-flight. False nightwings. Orlek calls down to all of you from his atop his wagon. Again you seek to climb that cursed mountain beneath us. Again you seek to take my rightful place. I should send you crashing down to it, that you might fall as I have. He stares down at all of you. But I shall not. Rather, we shall meet upon the summit ere the last cycle of the rites is ended. Until then. Let's take the temple cistern. You make landing on the sacred Mount Aladiel after your encounter with Orlek. Orlek spoke the truth. He has a right to gain the summit when the time comes. Celeste shall deem him worthy and shall let him pass. While he has transgressed against the rites, he has also already been anointed and prevailed. Nothing is written in the book on this, and liberty ought already be his. For the time, it seems that he has not yet traveled to the summit. Perhaps he is still making preparations with his fellow exiles. When exactly Orlek intends to make good on his promise, he did not make clear. For now, you are to confront Manly and the Chastity upon the summit. But first, you may prepare. Really? I thought it made it pretty clear when we were going to face him. He's going to be the end boss. Was that not obvious? Later that afternoon, you accompany Volfred through the fading glory of Temple Cistern to the monument of Under King Ores. Faith is all that brought me all this way, and yet I have great fear about the outcome of our plan. So many here and in the Commonwealth have put their faith in it, that should we fail. But no, we will not have failed. We will not have failed. You return to the wagon after he is finished paying his respects. The summit awaits, but first there is time to continue practicing your vocations. Volfred gain +3 glory for the next rite. Study in private. This afternoon you feel especially drawn to the Book of Rites and find a place to look upon its words. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. To boost everyone's quickness. The 8 scribes who composed the book, their influence and their experience spreads through the pages into the willing reader's deepest unconscious. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within you cannot tell. The reader's influence, celerity. Gains +2 quickness. Continue the journey. To Scribe's Gate. Here in the solemn beauty of Mount Eladiel, you encounter a messenger imp come to deliver news and rumors from the other side. The news this time pertains to Jadariel, whom you liberated at the fall of Saliam. I can never get it right. You learn Jadariel's past transgressions have all been forgiven. She soon was to be reinstated on the blood border on the presumptions that she wanted her old status back. In fact, she was offered an essentially prestigious leadership position in the First Veil for a demon such as she could not be seen in the streets. But she refused the gesture rather bluntly, the reports suggest. Instead, she sought Volfred's agents, as well as several of her former fostered sons and daughters, and so the ranks of the revolution grow stronger. The last part of the messenger imp's news must have been damaged in transit, though it appears to be in Jadariel's own words. All you can tell is that it says await. You thank the messenger imp for relaying the information. Your companions are excited to discuss the news. Tizo is fired up about the news of Jadariel's return to the Commonwealth. We can envision it, a demon such as she set loose within the Commonwealth. Having someone of Jadariel's will and stature with us on the other side shall pave the way toward a brighter future. Wonder what the rest of her message said. The news of Jadariel's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. +1 hope. You are returned once more to Scribe's Gate, where the gate guardian awaits under a dim sky. The exiles of the Nightwings, and you, Tariq. This is to be one of our final meetings. Greetings, Celeste. The Nightwings are prepared, and afterwards, I would have words with you in private, if you please. It seems to me rather late for words now, Tariq, but I shall hear them once your charges cross the gate. Now all of you, come forth. Please state your names and what it is that you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. Once more your companions cross the gate, one after another, and once more you follow them in turn. Celeste regards you all, then waves you through towards the summit. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. And Tariq. Aye, Celeste. You may rejoin the others in a while. For now, I would hear those words of yours. Certainly, Celeste. Everyone, I shall see you shortly. Ho 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 ho!
Open wide, hear the song of journey for the lost and lonesome.
The time has come again to deliver one of your fellow exiles to a homecoming in the Commonwealth, lest your adversaries the Chesty achieve the same instead. The lone minstrel has returned and approaches as you await the signal from the stars. There's something that I wish to ask you, reader. Something which ordinarily would not be my place to discuss in any detail. You have observed the stars. If you would not mind my asking you in such a direct manner, how many liberation rites are you supposing yet remain? Perhaps the lone minstrel asks a leading question to break the news that this is your final stand. Not spared any thought. I'd guess 2 remain. You tell him the only logical deduction which you have been able to make based on all of your readings of the stars of late, that there shall be one final liberation right after tonight. I concur with your evaluation, reader, sir. I wish to make certain that you are aware, so that you and the Nightwings may yet make the most of your remaining time together. Thus, as to what shall happen once the final liberation rite is ended, we shall both find out, but lo, it seems that we are called upon once more. Look forth. I mean, it would make sense, seeing that we need 3 companions to commit to, you know, do the rites, and we only have 4 right now, and, you know, once we win this one, which we're going to, we'll only have 3 left. So, math.
Reader, I would ask that you think back for just a moment, if you please. When you first looked upon the Book of Rites, think back upon the words that it revealed. Oblige the voice that tells you more. Oblige the voice that tells you more. Would that the scribes were here among us still. I would not sing your praises to them, rest assured. I trust that you shall savor this occasion. You shan't have to oblige me for much longer.
The pyres burn and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur, the pyres burn and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the chastity, come forth now and declare yourself and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. Manly flourishes unto the ground and grasps his mask in his spindly fingers. Warmest salutations to you all upon this blessed eve. I am H. Manly Tinderstouff, and I must say that I am very moved to be a part of these proceedings. It shall be my humblest of privileges to return quite soon, I hope, unto the Commonwealth, where I shall dedicate myself in full toward the betterment of that society. I long to be a part of this glorious tradition, even when my freedom is rightfully restored, for is it not the case that exiles such as we are called upon to lead? How you govern in your Commonwealth is not our business here. Your intentions shall mean nothing if you do not prevail in this right, Manly Tinderstouff. Oh, but I meant no offense. Meant no offense at all. I shall serve well these rites, I promise. Why, I should think I shall be sending many exiles here into the downside to replace me. Jesus Christ, this guy's an asshole. I can think of quite a few who I think would benefit from experiencing this wonderful tradition for themselves. Then Manly covers his face again. Now, as for you Nightwings, make no attempt to undermine me here, and nothing shall befall you or your loved ones in the Commonwealth. Is it a deal? Nightwings, your choice in whose name shall you conduct this liberation rite? I wish you the wisdom of the scribes in making your choice, reader. And I wish you come prepare a song with me, Tariq.
Whom shall you attempt to send this time?
So we can go. I'm thinking Pamitha for this rite. See who they have. So they have Manly, Star Splinter. When preparing to fling the orb, the bearer charges up for plus 40%. Okay, so they'll heal up their pyre by 8 every time they deal damage. Right. Well, like I said, I'm going to anoint Pamitha for this one. So I'm to get my shot at all of this. Then, how very thoughtful of you, reader, darling. Mostly, I just want to stop saying the words reader, darling.
Tizo.
Scree-ha! Tizo is more than willing to help Pamitha get home. And you know what? We're going to have some sap-on-sap action, bringing out good old Volfred. Let us prevail on this night for you, Pamitha, and for the good of our ailing nation.
The choice is cast.
Now it begins. Do me this favor, if you please, and stand aside like a good sport there, I promise to reward you handsomely once I am free. Yep, screw you. Nobody likes you.
Commence.
Damn. I always forget how quick those guys are. That's why I love Trieste's plume. Oh, what's this now? It seems to me the scribes so enjoy our company, the entertainment we provide, that they have deigned to reignite our pyres. Observe. Something stirs in the sky. If the heavens are to rain and reignite your pyres, then the rite shall continue ere one pyre or the other is put out. Jeez. Oh, that's bullshit. Crap. Damn it, I missed. Damn it! Oh, come on!
Another banishment. How utterly brazen. Now go on, just once more. No? Banishment for all.
Come on. Yeah, bad move, dude.
Vanished.
Oh, come on. How's his little doohickey is more.
Banishment. Manly banished.
Got him!
At last. The blasted Nightwings proved their worth. Of their adversaries, the same cannot be said.
That was a close one.
Ends use the liberation rite. And thus, the scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free. Absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. Her adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Why? This is an utter outrage. Have you any idea what you've done, you ingrates? So what am I supposed to give a speech or something then? Reader darling, all of you, look. I have no idea still why you picked me. Well, I do have one, but I don't think it's right. If you'd wanted to get rid of me by now, you needn't have gone to such lengths, and so I'm left only to conclude that you did this for me. The years I spent down here, in one sense, they have all been in such a waste, just utterly for nothing, spectacularly so. I thought that my relationship with Pamitha had nowhere left to go but up, but, well, you know, not quite the case. But then, I think on what would have become of me had I made no attempt to set things right, had I not done everything I have. I could not have lived with that, I think. I was so certain that my life would end down here. I'm only now beginning to consider that the opposite may have come true instead. What I'm trying to say is, thanks to all of you. I mean that. Now I guess I'd better head back to the damned Commonwealth, so bottoms up. She plunges in the waters of the Shimmer Pool and disappears from view, though her voice still rings out. We'll have to see what we can do up there, provided that my sisters haven't had their way with it just yet. Anyway, let's find a way to keep in touch, but just in case, goodbye. Pamitha earned her freedom. May she return in glory.
Pamitha Thane. The cycle of the rites is nearly at an end.
Long did I bide my time in anticipation that one day the Nightwings would reform under a common cause. To be a part of it, myself, it nourishes the spirit. Miracle Kindling, once per right, if Alfred's adversaries extinguishes Pyre. Ooh, definitely want that ability. You return to the wagon after having prevailed against the chastity in the liberation rite. Tizo wishes Pamitha a safe journey home. Safe travels to you, Pamitha. The rest of us await the day of our reunion on the other side. You succeeded in liberating Pamitha, who returned to the Commonwealth in glory. The last light of the stars still shines for us above. At this point, what is to become of our plan need to be the subject of our speculation. I trust that we'll learn the outcome soon enough. Our actions to this point shall pave the way, perhaps our faith as well. So let's for now focus on this. We stand upon the brink of the last turn of the cycles of the rites. Soon we'll have a final chance to get one of you home. Now, reader, up for a little stargazing. Let's see where in the downside we shall be returning for these final rites. You turn back toward the darkness to look upon the last few stars, too stubborn to relinquish their light, determined where they lead. Alright, let's see here. First, check the planner. 84% probability of success. 6 liberated. 24 total rites conducted. So the dissidents are right now at the top. Alright. See, we take on them, him, or... Let's take on the Pyre Hearts. I like them. They make me smile. I also want to do Sir Deluge's voice one more time. Once more you are to face the Pyre Hearts, then, although I wonder, he hesitates before saying anything further. You cannot sense his thoughts. I apologize, I was lost in thought there for a moment. Let us make way for the spring of Jamur, when everyone is feeling more refreshed as much as possible. First, we have a new entry to the book. On legacy, in the words of Trista Tethys, the Blessedborn. Reader, though you shall always bear a burden, it is much lighter than the burden of a lonesome exile. Go forth and become free, then join with others such as you, and lead with mercy, continuing to demonstrate your worth and knowing that the Empire's fall formed the foundation of our Commonwealth. You shall cease to be a reader and become a voice both to the free and to your successors here, who shall take up the book when you no longer need it. The cycle of the rights shall see to it that you and the others like you shall be liberated ere the coming of another age. May the stars shine ever brightly on us all. A little cryptic. The lone minstrel has returned already to the wagon after Pamitha's homecoming to the Commonwealth and the liberation rite. Your companions are most grateful to you, reader. Would that Ruki could have been here with the rest of them to witness Pamitha's glorious return. I trust they soon shall reunite there in your Commonwealth, where they may yet contribute to the outcome of your plan and thus create a place that welcomes all of you. May you and your companions to continue to prevail thus. For now, Celeste and I are to return to our respective roles until we meet again at Scribe's Gate. Rest well for now, reader. He bids you a good rest of the night. God, I can't read. Alright, everyone, we'll continue this up in the next video. I'm not sure how much more we got left in this series. I don't think it's going to be too terribly much more, but either way, we'll kind of sprint to the end. I hope you've enjoyed this one all the way through. I certainly have. I think this is a really cool game, cool concept, cool story, cool characters. I love the art style, the music. Really, this game is top-notch. But thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links, all that stuff is down in the description below. Please remember to like, comment. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more next time, everybody. But until then, I'm AJ Gels, the CM Gaming Channel. I'm out.